Hi everyone, this is Tanya the Lady Strange. So this is an update, almost a year, of the first Butcher's Black Lint Challenge I did. Now I believe there's been two, the one for 2024, and I believe there was one for 2023. I found it in 2024. This is my update. This is my Gnosis, my experiences, and of course, my magic, my practice, the magic and the mundane, as I like to say. They are both married to one another, at least in my life and my experience, my human experience. And that is, as a woman in this human vessel, in this life, in my personal interactions day to day, and the experience, but also as a witch and magician. One who works with spirits, guides, entities, and one who is, I'm always trying to find my truth, my authenticity, and to be the better version and best version of myself I can be for myself, which then affects my surroundings and those around me, and heals my past, and creates, as I say, create your future. So, yes, so a year of that. A year of the subversion of pride. Now, as children and as a society, honestly, society tells you not to have too much hubris, arrogance, which goes hand in hand with pride. Don't be too prideful. Don't be like that. Don't be like Lucifer. Look what he did and look how he fell because he wanted too much and to be in his sovereignty. Fuck that. Okay. So if you watch my video, I do have a small playlist of a few videos on this specifically, so you can go back and look at that first one. And maybe perhaps you will see how I've transformed, because I certainly see it, feel it, embody it. And yes, this year, meaning 2024, took a lot of hits to my pride too throughout that. So there was a lot of adversity and challenges I had to make. In regards to everything, a lot of calibration, a lot of, let's say, struggle, pain, acknowledgement, things I had to let go, things I had to face about myself and how I react and respond to things, and not being such a victim, because that is one of my things, is I can get in the victim mindset. I saw that in my environment from the time I can remember as a child in this life. I'm sure in previous lives I was victim to certain things. We're all victims of things and circumstances too. I'm not saying that. But also the part we play in it. Do we want to stay in that circumstances, or do we want to feel, acknowledge, heal, and grow? To know thyself, to know thy power. So as you can see, I am more proud to be myself, to be in this vessel, in my skin, and to shed my skin like the serpent. And of course, to know thyself is to know thy truth. The good, the bad, the ugly, the gray, the black, the white, the dark, and the white and the divine, everything. The masculine and the feminine. That pain and challenges, yes, many things are unnecessary, but unnecessary things I put myself through by overthinking, by being overwhelmed, my anxiety, my horrible anxiety is a fucking whore, seriously. It is. I say that a lot. I've been in 2 accidents in 2024 within a few short months period. Car accident is, hello, I'm still standing, so that is a huge blessing in itself. Those hurt my pride. Going through several jobs, interviews, and stuff. That hurt my pride for jobs I was very capable for and qualified for and had the experience and knowledge for. However, I was not hired. Of course, we're in very difficult times, only to get more difficult waters. But I found a job. Am I happy with it? Honestly, what do you think? By how I just made that gesture and such. But it's a job. I'm happy to have it. I'm making the best of it for myself and my husband and what I need to do to accomplish. And I'm sure there will be other things that will come, or opportunities that I can make, or that will assist me on my path. I am proud to have gotten through those challenges, adversities, and what I have learned. Learned the part I have played into it, that was detrimental for myself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, physically. I still have many hard things I have to face and push through because I'm not the best to my physical body or vessel, even though I am on the left hand and I have grown so much with that. Sorry, this crown is kind of uncomfortable and heavy. I'm wearing my crown because pride is being in your sovereignty. And as a woman, I believe we should be more in our sovereignty. Wear your fucking crown. That's what I like to say. Look at this beautiful crown I got in Salem a couple years ago in the Ossuary. A beautiful place. So if you ever visit Salem, check it out. That is a beautiful shop and an experience in itself. But to get back to the point at hand is when I first started this challenge and I found this in the beginning of February, give or take, end of January of 2024, I left a job a few months before that I was at for different divisions for the majority of, or if not all, my adult life since I was pretty much 21. So yeah, 21 to 40, the end of my 44th year approximately. Yeah, big time span, big chunk. So yes, and there was a lot of great stuff that came from it. Otherwise I wouldn't have stayed that long. But I stayed way too fucking long. Therefore, that took away a lot of my pride and stripped it. I should have had more pride for myself, more courage to move forward. That's what pride is. It's courage, it's will, it's the strength to move through the unknown, to be the fool, to face those devilish qualities of yourself like the devil card, but to embody the devil in a liberating way at the same token. Each card, everything has two sides to every coin, two sides to every story. So yes, polarity. We have to name polarity as humans, a kind of label to understand what we don't understand or try to process it. Pride is knowing where I need to grow, where I need to create new opportunities, and what I need to fucking let go. Pride is showing myself. Prior to the Witch's Black Lent last year in that first video, I barely did not show myself because I didn't have pride in myself. And I compared myself to others, and I still do. Society wants us, especially as women, to be thin, beautiful, perfect teeth, perfect smile, big, beautiful eyes and makeup, to be something that we are or not. Especially if you are a creator and stuff and you watch so much. There's so much things to be visual, which is great and to take from, but so much that can be little. And when you have low self-esteem and low confidence, it's hard to have pride. When you're in a situation you don't know how to get the fuck out of, and you don't know any better, or maybe you do know better, but you kind of stay comfortable in that pain and that grief, yeah, but that's not pride. Pride is motivation, trying the best you can, showing up for yourself. I've shown up for myself in 2024. That Witch's Black Lent challenge and thing helped me so much. The beginning steps of those things to actually fully acknowledge and face where I need to grow. And my path. My path is a witch and a magician, and fully embracing the left-hand path. Should have fucking did it years ago, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. Also, be in my truth. Now, do I have a problem with the whole, I can't think now, I already filmed one video today, but that whole comparison and feeling less than to others. I'm still heavily working on that. My channel has had, for a small channel, has had substantial growth in 2024, which I am eternally grateful for because I showed up for myself to put that effort and discipline into it. That's another thing. Pride helps you to have discipline, but to follow your illumination, your North Star, your compass, your inner and moral compass, your magical compass, and your authenticity. So with that being said, I am proud to be a magician, proud to be a woman, despite in these times where being a woman is going to be even more kind of unfavorable to the whole, let's put it this way, government and patriarchy. I'm not whole one for, oh, fuck the patriarchy. That's not me. But still, things don't sit right with me when a woman can't have control over her body, her thought, her mind, her magic, her soul, or being a mother or not being a mother, being Christian, Catholic, not being Christian and Catholic, being Muslim, being of a woman of color, being of a woman of whatever, education or financial status, and not being yourself. So being a woman is undervalued. However, if you undervalue the opposite sex or the opposite polarity, how true are you being in your authenticity? You're not, because you have no tolerance. And that's my pride, because I have, again, with pride, the serpent. I work a lot with serpentine energy and serpents, and hence Hecate, Hades, if you watched any of my previous videos, the goddess Hel, the Norse religion, or Norse spirituality, culture, whatever, and Venus and dark Venus and her aspects. Queen Lilith, this month I'm communicating and learning and connecting with her more so. Of course, there comes the anger and the wrath. That may be one of my ones to do the 2025 British Black Lent. That's on the table and in high consideration for me for many reasons. But yes, but also the fact is that I work with Lucifer. I am breaking through my fears and limitations, especially on a spiritual and magical level. No one can take away my truth. Let them fucking try. And they do. And something happens. It is what it is. Yeah. Because society, things don't like things that are not like them. People in humanity doesn't like things not like them. They want everybody to fit into a certain box. And that's why a lot of people, including myself, had no pride. Because you were, as I was told, you're not good enough. I was always, because I was the oldest, I always had to be the strongest. I was always an introvert and still highly am. For me to even be doing this is I'm extremely shy. I also, of how I'm perceived in judgment. But for the most part, I have gotten so much better with the pride of facing it and healing it. Because being told I wasn't good enough, getting good enough grades, being smart enough, in the fear of verbal, mental, and emotional abuse, that can be worse than physical abuse. When you feel less than constantly and you're reminded of it and it's grilled and drilled into you. Your power is taken away and it's stripped. And then when you're at jobs that tell you you're not good enough, even though you're doing the best you fucking can and performing better and not being a mindless robot, they make you into a mindless robot. I somehow let myself go for so many years, and I'm still crawling out of that. But here I am. The pride challenge is I even was holding deep down and still am. It's still an ever work in progress, and we all are as humans, and we should be moving forward and not digressing or regressing, but moving forward. So, and to know thyself, as I mentioned before, hail thyself. It's not bad to hail thyself, because if you can't be there for yourself and work on yourself, then how the fuck are you going to help someone else? So you got to love yourself, you got to acknowledge yourself, and also to improve yourself and your conditions, because no one else is going to do it for you, trust me. So I have pride in myself. I have pride, and Lucifer's helped me to see the light of my pride, my magic, my strength, my compassion, my will, how much I affect others as others affect me, how much I have to take responsibility and accountability for certain things where I fell short, or how I played a large, major role and a continuous role in my circumstances. So subverting pride, instead of saying pride is a negative thing, it is not when you embody it in a healthy way. Not being fucking arrogant or ignorant, much like certain things that we all know what's happening here in the U.S. and many parts of the world that are damaging. No, that's for people that embody pride in the negative aspect. You can tell I'm wrathful. Like many others. I'm not into politics, and yet I'm feeling it too, because I don't want my rights taken away, and I don't want the people I love and the things I care about to be either, or even the people that I don't care about or whatever. I don't want their rights taken away. Come on, we're all humans here. We're all doing the best we can, or hopefully the best we can. And trying not to go back hundreds of years of so much that took the breakthrough to this. But I'm proud for myself. I'm proud that I'm advocating for myself and having courage through the unknown, even as scared as fuck as I am, and having severe anxiety and such. But who really has it fully together? But you do the best you can. And that's what I'm saying here. As I'm subverting the pride, is that I'm proud to be myself, to work with the divine dark, as I call it, that being Lucifer, Lilith, other demons, guides, serpents, subverting what was indoctrinated but is not mine, or was placed on me, the expectations of society and the world, or that will continue to be. Now, am I going to be obnoxious and arrogant and ignorant and just follow blindly? Never. So I'm proud enough to say that there. Pride. You can remember that you can do what others do not think that they might think is taboo. Like Madonna says in the Human Nature song, I'm not sorry. It's human nature. We are humans. But we should be looking out for ourselves, and we should be healing those wounds. If you're a witch, the witch wound, the human wound, the divine feminine wound, the masculine wound, and fuck the patriarchy all the time. Take accountability for your own part too, whether you're male or female, because ultimately, have enough pride for yourself to show up for yourself, and to also have healing and compassion for yourself, to process those wounds, those energies, and that, but not to dwell in what's negative, but have pride to move forward and be the best version of yourself for yourself and for those and that what truly matters in your life. So again, go back and watch my video in that playlist. Of course, it's called Witch's Black Lent. Simply enough, there's only a handful of videos in there. Just like you're seeing now, I am completely raw, vulnerable, but I'm ultimately me. I went from not feeling having a crown in a course of 12 months, or in that time when I filmed that first video, to now wearing this gorgeous black fern crown and being Tanya, but being my true authentic self. And I stripped away so many layers in the mask, many, many masks, and many, many layers to become more myself. Do I have ultimate work? Yes, and I will marry in still the aspect of pride in 2025 and the rest of my life. I know that. That is part of my journey, and my soul's journey, and my magical purpose. So, but that will still be there, part of it, as I add in and participate in the new thing to add in for the Witch's Black Lent of 2025, because knowing thyself is knowing thy power of courage, strength, will, resonance, resilience, healing, compassion, strength, knowledge, gnosis, and truth. And with that being said, I hope you found value in this, maybe because by me sharing my experience and my growth, maybe it will inspire others, as many others I have watched from the Witch's Black Lent, and I watch every day, and I experience in my day-to-day human experience how much I'm inspired by others to make changes for myself, because ultimately only you can change yourself, and to change yourself for yourself and for the best. but also for your own authenticity, not for what others tell you to be. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that if you are a woman, you're a minority religion, no matter the color of your skin, your religion, your authority, your class, your culture, or where you may be, or whatever the case is, whether you're a Christian, you're a Catholic, you're an atheist, you're a magician like myself, a witch, be proud, be strong, but embody it in a healthy, empowered way and in an effective way. And with that being said, continue to grow, continue to know thyself, know thy power, and well, there's my imperfections right there. Hail thyself. Okay, as I said. So with that, love, respect, truth, love and understanding, and work to be the best you can to show up for yourself, and have pride, and have a wonderful day, and stay strange.